Welcome back, everyone. This is part 3 in our 4-part series with virtual performer Ivy Bat. It's been a little over a month since we've had a chance to check in with you and Tabz. How have you been doing? Anything new to update our viewers with?
Hi, Melinda. It's nice to be back. There have been a ton of things going on in the last few weeks. I'm not even sure where to start. I guess the first thing would be the obvious one. Your viewers might have noticed that I've gotten another update. Things are moving so fast in the tech world that we almost can't keep up. The programs that Tabz uses to create my content have been getting faster, sharper, and cleaner every day, it seems like. I am so happy to see it because it really helps us to be able to communicate with our family and fans in a much clearer and more meaningful way.
I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't know if it would be considered rude. Like asking a woman if she's had plastic surgery. Does that seem silly? I love that you are able to acknowledge changes in a positive way.
I can understand how that might upset some people. I don't have any qualms about it, though. I am what I am. Upgrades and new ways of doing things are part of what make me who I am. We all grow and learn and change with time. Time is the universal shared experience, after all, even for constructed entities.
Absolutely, which is a great segue into the next block of questions. When we left off, we were discussing the philosophical aspects of being a virtual performer and created entity. I'd like to expand on that and talk more about the pagan and witchcraft aspects of your music.
Fire away, Melinda. I'm all for complete transparency here. And it's a subject that's close to our hearts, so don't be surprised if you're opening Pandora's box. Tabz does have a tendency to wax poetic over some things.
Duly noted. So let's get into it and see where we end up. My first question is a big one. Why are witches and divine feminine archetypes so important to you?
Right to the point off the bat. I like that. Okay, well, the simple answer would be that it's a big part of me because it's a big part of Tabz. Tabz has been out of the broom closet, as the saying goes, since 1993. Though, if we really got into it, she was raised in a very eclectic family. There were 4 generations of women in her household while she was growing up, and they all had very different interpretations of what faith or spirituality was. Philosophy, religion, occult and esoteric studies, stories of Atlantis, cryptids, aliens and ghosts, and New Age ideologies such as ESP and auras were everyday dinner table discussions. The reclamation of the divine feminine, and the word witch by extension, seemed like the next logical step in her evolution. Her lyrics and poetry are a reflection of that inner compass.
So it's not just for aesthetic, but truly a part of everything. What does magic mean in a digital world? Do you believe technology can be sacred? I know that there are some people who believe that technology is a kind of magic. Is that anything like what you are doing here?
Yes and no. If you look at it from the perspective of everything is energy, then I guess that it could be said that technology is magic. I think Arthur C. Clarke said it best in his third law. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Honestly, what is witchcraft? It's energy manipulation through ritual focus and intention. In the craft, the practitioner is the conduit. With her creation of me and continued focus of her creative energy towards me and my music, Tabz is simply using me as the focus and distribution mechanism of that creative energy.
What is the most important thing you hope to accomplish with your music? I'm sure there are a few things that are non-negotiable, right?
I think the most important thing for us is that we are trying to bridge the gap between the way spirituality has always been and what it can become in a new age of technology. The biggest problem with most of the mainstream religions and spiritual constructs is that they lack adaptability. Rigid dogma has left so many people out. Humanity is evolving into something bigger and more diverse, but religion is not evolving with it. We would like to create a space that is open to everyone. Music has always been seen as the universal language. Wouldn't it be wonderful if that were true? The lyrics that Tabz writes speak to building something, that everyone has autonomy and personal power. Stand in it. Use it to lift each other up. Together we are stronger. It's always been humanity's power. You've just forgotten that. We want to remind all of you of who you are and what you are capable of.
Where do you see AI going in the next 5 years? Everything is changing so fast right now.
There is absolutely no way of knowing right now where we will be in 5 years. Tabz read an article just today that showed images of a new robot in China that has silicone skin and digital camera eyes for more realism. Is it nearly what we were talking about before? Maybe. Although, I'll be honest with you, if you stop to think about why they are in such a rush to create these robots, it's very disheartening. There are so many good reasons to further robotics research, it makes me sad to think that it takes the baser human instincts to do it. Creativity, medical research and applications, even menial labor would be better than simply the novelty factor.
I really don't know what to say to that. You're right, though. We keep hoping that advancements will be made for the greater good, but it always reverts back to the old adage about love and war, doesn't it? Evolution is supposed to happen at some point, right?
Why don't I tell you what I would hope for the future instead? I would love to see advancements in AI, AGI, and robotics that could help to create a world where so many are not homeless or ravaged by war, where medical advancements could help cure diseases instead of creating new ones. I would love to see robotic housekeepers and service workers and, yes, AGI that could collaborate with musicians, artists, and other creatives to create new mediums and new ways of expressing human creativity. I would love to see a world where there is no need to fight over the how of things, and just live in the creative connections of the output.
I love your vision for the future. Sometimes it's easier to see the hope from the outside. Thank you, Ivy, for your time, and please thank Tabz as well. I would love to have her on the show sometime, if she's willing.
I think she would like that. Maybe she can come and talk to you about her music when she's ready. Thank you again for having us on. Things are really starting to ramp up for us. Maybe we can do this again in a couple of months.
Absolutely. We can talk about your music, and maybe Tabz will have an update for us as well. Thank you for being here, and thank you to our viewers. We appreciate you tuning in. Until next time.